Well. There are some people who say that Dak Prescott is injury prone. And there are some who even speculate that the reason why Joe Milton III came to the Dallas Cowboys is because he feels like Dak Prescott is injury prone and he's going to have a great opportunity to play in Dallas. And some people, based on these types of comments, don't really understand the definition of injury prone. Well, none other than Dak Prescott himself speaks out on being injury prone. Let's talk, Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, please don't forget at the end to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't already, please become a channel member. We have a lot of great things coming in the future. Now let's talk facts. Some people don't know the definition of injury prone. And it's obvious because of the things that you can hear them saying about Dak Prescott. And when you think about what injury prone is, I mean, we can kind of get a medical definition of what injury prone is. It says here, not all random injuries automatically classify someone as injury prone. While some individuals may have higher propensity for injuries due to underlying factors, the term injury prone typically refers to a reoccurring pattern or predisposition rather than isolated incidents. Some people do not understand that sometimes you're not injury prone. Sometimes it's just, you're just unlucky. I mean, you are just unlucky. Maybe you break a hand because you fall. Maybe you break a leg because you know something runs into you, or you're in a car accident. Maybe you break a collarbone because you fall the wrong way. That don't mean you're injury prone. I mean, it may mean that you're clumsy or unlucky, but it doesn't mean you're injury prone. And in the case of Dak Prescott, if you really think about it, the injuries that Dak Prescott has had, they are all unrelated. The drop hip tackle that broke Dak Prescott's foot or ankle, twisted it around, is not related to the thumb injury that he got against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The thumb injury he got with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is unrelated to the hamstring coming halfway off the bone in the Atlanta Falcons game. When you start thinking about injuries, you have to look at things that are related. And as far as Dak Prescott goes, it does not seem that he is actually injury prone as much as he is unlucky because of circumstances. But again, it is obvious that there are people who are saying that Dak Prescott is injury prone. Well, Clarence Hill is reporting over here on X. It looks like this was at one of the benefits, and it says here, Cowboys quarterback says he is not injury prone. He said he could play a game tonight if necessary. Let's listen to Dak Prescott, and I think he breaks this down very well.
Not necessarily. I mean, you're talking different injuries, whether you're talking the ankle to the thumb to a hammy off the bone. That it's about following the team, following my PT Luke Miller and the plan that we put together, and the doctor and Dr. Brahm, and I'm excited about where I am. If I had to play a game today, I definitely could do that. So it's about moving forward healthy to make sure I can play 17 when the time's 20 and whatever that we get to when the time's right. Yeah.
What Dak is explaining is he understands the definition of injury prone. And Dak Prescott is not injury prone because those injuries are all random rather than injuries that are related. And so if people are thinking that Dak Prescott is about to go out like Tony Romo, because I've even heard people alluding to this. Well, Dak Prescott is going to end his career just like Tony Romo, and Joe Milton III is going to be the new Dak Prescott. Well, if anybody has seen Dak Prescott lately, do we not understand what Dak Prescott is doing? Did you hear him talking about his team? Let me tell you something that Dak Prescott is doing that everybody knows that Tony Romo did not do. Dak Prescott absolutely takes care of his body. He spends a lot of money on his body. He has a team of people that he depends on to help him work out, to help him get his body more durable. And you can just see by a lot of the things that Dak Prescott has been doing in this offseason that Dak Prescott is doing everything he can do as he gets older to make sure that he's in the best shape of his life so that he doesn't get another random injury. Now, the hamstring issue, as far as my understanding is, hockey players get this injury quite often. And once they get the surgery, they're fine. It's not a reoccurring injury. So I don't think Dak Prescott is going to have to worry about that. And if you have not seen Dak Prescott lately, I mean, there were rumors, people saying Dak Prescott had lost 33 pounds and 50 plus pounds. I mean, come on, man. Dak Prescott used to weigh naturally somewhere around 230-ish. Dak Prescott now, he looks like he's down to about 220, somewhere in that range. There's no way Dak would have lost 30 plus pounds because he'd be below 200 pounds. And there's definitely no way he's lost 50 pounds because then he would definitely be way too skinny. But one of the things that I first thought this year when I saw Dak Prescott and everybody was talking about he looked like he lost weight, I thought he looked more muscular. And I think that I'm right from the perspective of Dak has lost more body fat, it seems. And so he's trying to get again in the best shape of his life. And so I think we're seeing more muscle definition from Dak Prescott. And he's just, like I said, he's really cutting down on his body fat percentage. And if you haven't seen Dak Prescott, check out this picture. This is them calling Dak Prescott Slim Reaper. And again, I don't think it's necessarily that Dak has lost a lot of weight. I think Dak Prescott has lost body fat. But again, you can see here, they're calling him Slim Reaper. And there's another part of this interview where it also looks like Dak Prescott is addressing the weight loss. Let's check it out.
I have a Slim Reaper, whatever you want to call me. But yeah, real slim. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't really lost any weight. I'm about the same. Weights just move, building my legs back up, obviously, from the hamstring. Might be leaner up top, but weight's the same. So.
See, this is kind of what I thought when I saw Dak Prescott. I thought he was more muscular. And a lot of times what happens when you get more muscular, you will lose body fat. And where you may weigh the same, you don't look the same. See, a lot of people don't realize you can lose weight without exercise. You can just change your diet and lose weight. The exercise is for you to look better when you lose the weight. It's for you to build muscle so that you look defined, even more defined. Your skin is tighter. It's for you to not only look good, but it's also for you to perform good as you lose the weight. You're in shape. But you don't have to lift weights. You don't have to do a whole lot of things people do not understand. You don't have to do a whole lot of things to lose weight. And you definitely, when it comes to looking a lot slimmer, that when you're working out and if you gain muscle mass, muscle weighs more than fat, you can gain some muscle and lose a lot of fat, and you can still be around the same weight, but you are around the same weight. You just look better. You've looked a lot slimmer. And again, I was surprised when people were saying that Dak lost weight because I'm telling you, my first reaction was, I thought he looked more muscular. But again, I'm telling you, nothing to worry about with Dak Prescott until there's something to worry about. Dak Prescott said he could play today if he needed to. Dak Prescott looks like he's in the best shape of his life. And again, I believe that we are about to see 4 of the best years that we've ever seen from 4. And I think it's going to pay huge dividends for the Dallas Cowboys over the next 3 to 4 years. Again, praying for Dak Prescott to stay healthy. Not that he's injury prone, but the Cowboys got to get that line together. Doesn't mean you're injury prone because you're taking hits, even though the hamstring wasn't a hit. But some of these other things, they've been hits. So what are the things the Cowboys need to do? Make sure that offensive line is solidified. Get Dak Prescott a running game. And make sure you go in this draft and you get him a number 2 receiver. And Dak is going to absolutely eat off the play action. He is He's in a lot better shape, I believe, than he's been in his whole life. So Dak Prescott's going to be great. We saw what Russell Wilson did in his last few years of Seattle under Brian Schottenheimer. I'm expecting great things from Dak Prescott. But again, as he said, Slimothy, Slim Reaper, whatever we want to call him, that is my quarterback, and that is our quarterback. That is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Until the next time, let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.